start. Isagenix was, everybody, I don't know you. I'm sorry.
This is
So
Jackie. I invited her.
No, that's totally fine. What I was going to say though is I have 6 kids, and after I had my 5th, I was able to get the weight off, but after my 6th, it was a little bit more challenging. And then I kind of got in the routine of just drinking Monsters, Diet Coke, brownies, like anything that was convenient to eat and drink, that's what I would do. And I was tired and couldn't get out of the house, and it was driving me nuts. I didn't have the motivation to do anything. And I started having pain like in my back and my kidneys. And I think it was because it's embarrassing, but I was drinking like 2 Monsters a day. Sometimes it'd be a half of 1 and a half, but for the most part it was 2. And then in the afternoon I'd be drinking Diet Coke because I'm up with kids all night. I'm running all over the place. I'm still trying to work out. But I just didn't have the energy. And so I saw Lindsay's pictures, and one of the things that stood out was obviously that, you know, she was losing weight, and that was a big thing for me, but her skin looked so like healthy. Like you looked vibrant, and it was like you could see that your body, like you were hydrated, and I felt like my skin's always so dried out. And then I wanted to get off of the sodas and all the junk that was in my body, and so I thought that if I bought this, I would have to, because Brad would not be okay with me just spending the money and putting it in the corner and still going to Costco and buying Monsters and Diet Coke. And so so I was kind of hesitant at first because we're on this tight grocery budget, and Lindsay's like, just try it, and if you put it in as your groceries, then it like transfers it out. And so I was hesitant and everything, but I'm like, okay, I gotta do something, I have to try it. And I didn't know how I was gonna quit drinking Monsters because I'm gonna have a headache and I'm gonna be tired, and I like them. And I like the taste of jet fuel, but I went cold turkey. Like as soon as I got the product, I totally just quit completely. And I was expecting to feel horrible and have headaches and really crave them, which sounds so ridiculous because it's an energy drink. But I didn't have a headache. I haven't had a Monster since, and I've had a couple Diet Cokes if I've gone out to dinner because I feel like it's a reward, you know? But the other thing is, I think that one of the main reasons I was holding on to weight is because after I get all my kids to bed, I wanted to have like a treat. Like, okay, I earned this by the end of the day. So whether it's a pan of brownies or a few bowls of cereal or the container of ice cream. I mean, I wouldn't eat the whole container.
I don't believe you with a pan. I just want to say I don't believe you.
No. Can I tell you? No, well, this is what's embarrassing. I would show up, okay, so you know, with our pool, Brad would have like invite Jared or something over. Oh, come over and swim. And I'd be like, well, I'm going to go in the hot tub too. But I didn't know he was just going to come around the back. This is when I was like really working out hard, and he was one of our coaches. And he walks just through the side, and I'm in my bathing suit, and I have a piece of pizza and a brownie in the other hand. Okay, so of all people, anybody, like if you got to take breakfast with me, the first thing I'll eat dessert for breakfast, whether it's a sundae or cake, or I love it. And so this is the first time I have been able to like quit with the desserts, whether the pan of brownies is there. It's like I don't crave it. It's not that it doesn't look good or anything, but I've been able to cut back on desserts and stuff. So my kidneys have stopped hurting. I was able to do the Spartan race, and because of the protein in the shakes, I'm not sore. And I mean, it's a 5-mile uphill, just straight uphill and straight downhill. And there's 22 obstacles I think we did. And we came in, and I started training about maybe 3 weeks ago, but I took last week off, but I was still doing my shakes. We came in above average on our time. So the average time, I shaved off 40 minutes off the average time of somebody. And with my knee surgery this past year, I thought I was going to be really inflamed because before I would go running and I wasn't on Isagenix, I wasn't taking any of the supplements or anything. If I even ran a mile during a workout, I would be, thank you, Vito. Okay, 1 second. I'd be so sore and my knee would just blow up. I did the whole race, and I have not had to take any ibuprofen, any medication for my knee. It didn't swell up. I haven't even iced it. And we bought one of those Tensors, the things that electrocutes you, because because it hurts so much all the time. It was the only way I could keep working out was if I would electrocute my knee afterwards. I haven't had to do that since I tried it. What else? I've just been really impressed because I've been able to quit everything. And I thought, I'm such a skeptic. I thought, well, when Lindsay would say, well, I don't crave it. You know, she used to drink Dr. Pepper. She's like, I don't crave it anymore. I'm like, right. Like, you don't know how much I like it, you know? And
no, you don't know how much I like
it. But that's the thing. And like Monsters, I mean, I felt so embarrassed. I'm like, I'd be buying them and trying to hide them under the cart. Because they kind of have that like, it's kind of white trash. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It just felt kind of like ghetto, like I was a ghetto mom. And so I've saved money not buying those. I've quit buying all like the snacks and junk food that I would buy at Costco, which has replaced, it saves on our budget. And then my kids are eating healthier because the snacks I'm providing are healthier than just, I mean, there are some chips in there, so don't go peeking in my pantries, but, you know, all in all, it's been, for me, really eye-opening, and it's been really beneficial.
Yeah, thanks, Kate. Peter, why don't you come up and tell us about your experience, and then do you want to do yours right after that, and then I'll do mine, and then we'll switch back to it.
She's letting me go next because I'm leaving. You know, Lindsay, over the last, over our marriage, would always try like different diets, different things, and I was always great. You go, have fun with that. I can't live on a non-sustainable, what I consider non-sustainable diet, and that means cutting out like everything that I ever like to eat. So one of the things I love about it is like on shake days, I'll have the breakfast shakes for lunch, and then night I still have dinner with the family. It's not like we make a separate dinner of grilled fish and, you know, raw carrots, and that's all we can eat. And then the other thing was when I tried it, I was not a diet soda drinker because I can't eat anything diet. If I taste the aspartame, if I taste any of the artificial sweeteners, anything, I want nothing to do with it whatsoever. I just can't, the aftertaste sits in my mouth and it's just there and I just hate it. But one of the things I loved about the shakes when I first tried them was there's no artificial anything. It's all 100% natural. So it tasted sweet to me and it tasted like stuff I really like. Like I have the vanilla creamsicle shake that I have with the orange replenish and the vanilla whey protein or the shake. And it was like a treat for me. It's like I'm eating a treat for breakfast and a treat for lunch, you know, a chocolate with a milkshake with greens. And I always blend them up with ice and everything else. So it's actually like a milkshake I get from In-N-Out. And so I would have those. But I went in like, okay, do it all. But, you know, I'm not going to go totally nuts because I don't want to have the thing where you cut out everything and then after too much you get burned out and then you binge and you go back into everything else that you used to eat. And then you put the weight back on. So, you know, I'm still going to let myself have my cereal at night. You know, it's high fiber, it's, you know, whole grain, whatever. I can still eat that at night. I can still, you know, do these other things I like. I'll still let myself get candy at the movies and everything. And then, like she was saying, I just stopped craving them. I don't know if any of you saw, I just made a post on the Free to Leave page about all my mugs. Because every day I'd have 2 cups of cereal, 1 in the morning and 1 at night. And then I started doing the isogenics and I just stopped wanting it. The shakes really became my cup of cereal. And I have not even wanted a cup of cereal. I was like, okay, I can still have these even if I do this. You know, I'll do it to support Lindsay, but I'm still going to have these things that I really like. And then I just stopped wanting them. And I was like, hey, let's take Replenish to the movies, and we'll just take the water bottles. And sure enough, we bring in our water bottles, and they fill them up with water, and we just take them to the movie theater and shake them up. And it's like I get my sweet drink, you know, my Orange Replenish, which is like my soda, because I cannot. Lindsay knows I could not go to the movies without getting candy, soda, and popcorn. I had to have all 3. And so I was like, you know, I'm still going to let myself have that little treat. I'll be eating healthy 90% of the time. Who cares about that other 10%? And then like the next time I was like, oh, we gotta take that, you know, nearly naked popcorn we got from Costco, which has like, you know, it's not all the fried popcorn junk in it. And then it was like, after the last one, it was like, you know, you can take an ice lean bar. They have those peanut butter chocolate bars, and that'll be my peanut butter and chocolate, and my sweet orange replenish, and my popcorn. That's what, and that was not what I went in thinking I'd be doing at all. It's not what I wanted to do at all. I never thought, well, this is great, I'll cut out all this junk out of my life. I went into it kind of half-hearted, and then just stopped craving all the junk. And I allow myself, you know, you can buy that candy if you want, you know, mentally I'm telling myself, you know, you want that Swedish fish, and I'm just like, I'd rather go home and have a chocolate shake, you know. And so I got into it that way, and then I started running again too, coinciding with it, because I got some running shoes. I was really worried about, at my weight, starting hardcore running, and what it would do to my knees and things like that. And I have maybe had some mild soreness one day, and I'm running I'm increasing the mileage each week. I'm running right now about 11, 12 miles a week, 5 or 6 miles my long distance run. And I was sure I hadn't run a half marathon in like 5 years. I hadn't done any real serious running in a really long time. I was sure, you know, my knees were going to be sore. My legs were just going to be killing me every morning. And I haven't iced my knees. I used to ice them every single day. I used to get shin splints all the time. I used to put my feet in ice every single day after running and everything else. And I have not used ice once. I haven't done any of that. And again, it was just one of those things that I didn't see coming with it. It was more just to be supportive and, oh, this is sweet, this tastes good, I can do this, you know. And then it's just been totally like, okay, I'm buying more and more into it because of what I'm feeling and what I'm going through. So that's been a lot of my experience, and I'm glad she started doing it because it's been great for me. I'm down 30 pounds from what my high was, about 16 pounds down from when I started Isagenix. So.
Amber, come on up.
Okay. Well, I heard about Isagenix 10 years ago is when I first started kind of using it, but I didn't use the full system. So I did, after Stacy was born, my third, 11 and a half years ago, I was in this crazy postpartum and I just couldn't pull myself out of it, and I gained a lot of weight. And I knew I had to do something. So my sister was like, hey, you've got to try these shakes. They're helping me. I know they'll help you. And so I just did the shakes. I tried that and I lost 10 pounds. I was so happy it pulled me out of that depression. And then I just kind of stopped. I wasn't buying the whole system. I just was buying canisters of the shakes here and there. And so a couple years later down the road, I'm like, I remember feeling so good on those shakes. I remember feeling different. And so I did it again a little bit more, and then here we are, fast forward another 7 years down the road. And I have just been wanting to do it so bad, and I've been craving the shakes. Literally, I've been craving them because I know, probably because it's the nutrition that I can get from them, but I mean, that's how much you'll crave them is 7 years down the road, I literally was like, I need that shake. I need that. I even love the taste of it and everything. And so when Lindsay started doing it, I was looking at it and looking at her transformation, and I'm like, all right, I've got to just jump on. And I was really nervous about doing it because I thought the cost was going to be too crazy, and I didn't think Mike would go for it. And so we talked about it, and he's like, no, we need to do this. This is going to change our life, and we're just going to do it. And he helped talk me into actually getting on board. And then so Mike and I both have been doing it. We've both been doing the whole system, and then our oldest daughter, Rinley, that's had tons of health issues for the last year, we decided to put her on the kid version. There's like a toned down version you can do. And she just told us a couple weeks ago, she said, we were talking about the program, and we're like, so how do you like it? What do you think? She said, I'm feeling better. And we haven't heard her say that in a year. I mean, it's been a long time, and so both of us were like starting to get teary-eyed, and we're just going, we found something to help her. And so she's got more energy, and she still has her ups and downs, but she has more good days than bad. And I feel like I was able to pull away from this crazy anxiety I was getting before I started school and my energy levels are way up. And just as a plus, I've lost like 5 pounds. Haven't lost a ton, but I just feel like it's been awesome. So our family is totally hooked now, and even my younger kids, they just like smoothie the shake in it, or something where I can just add the shake powders. And yeah, so that's my story, and I am loving it. And I actually love the business side of it too. I just got my first check this past week, and I was literally jumping for joy. There was nobody with me in the restaurant when I saw the amount that I got. My husband texted me, "This is how much we made this past month," and I was ecstatic. I made $660, I think was my total, just by telling my friends about it and going on Facebook and showing my results. So it's really easy to do that part of it if you ever were interested in that part. But yeah, so that's my story. Thanks.
Okay, I'll just share my quick story, and then I'm going to show you what a shake day looks like and what a cleanse day looks like. But I started this program a couple of months ago. Actually, I signed up in May, but I actually didn't do the program for a few months. And I signed up as a favor to a friend. I had already lost 40 pounds just through diet and exercise, and it is possible you can lose weight through diet and exercise. But I got to this point that I call my mommy weight, which is like the weight that I could never, ever, ever get past since I've been married or had kids. And I'll share my numbers with you because I don't really care. But that was that weight. So I started at 266, and I got down to like 225. So I had lost like 40 pounds. And then I would gain 5 and lose 5, gain 5 and lose 5, gain 5 and lose 5. And I was on a plateau for literally 5 months, and I got so sick of it. I would literally cry to Peter. If he was still here, he would totally tell you. But I would cry, and I'd be like, I'm so frustrated. I'm killing myself in the gym. I'm working so hard. I was exercising like twice a day. I was honestly killing myself in the gym. And I was like, why can't I lose this last bit of weight? I weighed about 195 when I got married, and I'd be thrilled if I could get back to that weight. And I just could not lose it. So a friend called me, she's like, you gotta do this program. And I had already done like everything. Like he said, like I've seriously tried every diet in the book. And I actually even tried Isagenix 5 years ago. And it was all right. Like I just did the shakes. I didn't do the whole system. And I lost 10 pounds. It was okay, but it wasn't, I had a completely different experience this time around when I used the whole system. So I totally joined as a favor to her. I did not join because I was convinced Isagenix was going to be my magic bullet. So I joined because I was already using shakes once a day. I was using Shakeology. I'm sure some of you are familiar with that. And I was using greens to kind of help kick my my soda habit from It Works. I'm sure you've heard of that too. So I'm telling you, I'm like trying to. So I just told her, I said, all right, I'll just sign up and use these couple products with you. And I was added to the Free to Be page, which some of you are on, and if you're not on, we can add you. But all these people started talking about cleansing. And I was like, what is this cleansing? People are crazy. They're like not eating for a day or two, and it just sounded so wild. And so it's this little product right here, and it's called Cleanse for Life. And what it does is it cleans the toxins out of your system, because we all have toxins in our system, just environmental toxins from the food we eat, our environment, the air we breathe, the water we drink. Everyone has toxins in their system. And the reason why I couldn't get past that plateau is because I had toxins in my system. And so after my cleanse, I had lost 6 pounds. After my cleanse, the toxins were completely cleaned out of my system, and I've been losing weight ever since with Isagenix, and I've lost about another 20 pounds almost. So I'm at 209 right now, and so I'm like totally within shot of that wedding weight. I'm gonna get there. But honestly, it's the cleansing that made the difference for me. It's the whole system really, because before you cleanse, you need to have enough nutrients in your body to support your body through that cleanse anyway. So it's been the whole system for me that has really been life-changing for me. And some of my other results are the same as everybody else's. I have more energy. My skin is clear. I don't have any cravings, no sugar cravings, which for me is huge because I make cookie dough every night. She ate brownies, I ate cookie dough. Diet Dr. Pepper addiction. And I got rid of all those through this program, and I still to this day just don't crave them anymore. And it's hard to believe for some people, but it's true. And then the other thing that happened to me that was totally not on my radar was I've had hip pain, chronic hip pain for 8 years of my life. It's something I've been to chiropractors, I've been to physical therapists to try to fix it. It was always there, and it's just something like if you have a chronic problem like that, you just learn to deal with it. It's not like there's nothing that can quote unquote fix it. The doctors are just like, oh yeah, you get old, like that kind of thing. And after my first cleanse, my hip pain went away, and I was like, I didn't really realize that it had gone away. I mean, I realized it had gotten better, but because I could walk up the stairs without I would always favor my left side going up the stairs. And I didn't have to favor my left side anymore, but I went on a cruise, and I started drinking soda again and just having a great time on the cruise. And about 6 days into the cruise, I could not walk up a flight of stairs on the cruise ship. I was in so much pain from my hip. And so that was, the light bulb hadn't quite gone off to me yet that the two were connected, like the cleansing and the hip pain. I was like, still the light bulb wasn't there. So I came home from the cruise and I was like, I've got to call my doctor right away. I guess I'm going to have a hip replacement surgery. I can't live with this anymore. So I literally called the doctor that day, like the Monday that I came home, and I started a 2-day cleanse. And by day 2, my hip pain was completely gone again. And I canceled my doctor's appointment because I realized it was just inflammation. It's basically bursitis, and it's inflammation in the hip. And when you have that all cleaned out of your system, that pain just goes away. So anything to do with like joint pain or anything like that, that's a real solution. And Isagenix doesn't claim to cure, prevent, or treat any kind of diseases. Of course, they can't legally, but I'm just telling you my personal experience and what's done. So just real quickly, I'm going to show you a shake day, a cleanse day, and then we'll have Amber do +2, then +2, which shows you how to get paid. And Amber just got paid. Okay.
I see.
I'm like, I don't know what time it is.
No, it's 11, 12.
Okay. And then we're going to try it. I brought some shakes to make so you can try it. So just when you order a kit, this is called a President's Pack, and I'm actually missing a couple things. You get a blender, and you get a box of bars. And the bars, I brought some samples, but I didn't bring a box to display. So you get a couple other things in a President's Pack. But you get 4 canisters of shakes, that's 30 days worth of shakes. You get, and you have, the way your shake day works is you have 2 shakes a day and a healthy meal. And you have a couple of healthy snacks. The basics is you just want to stay within your calorie count. But here's the difference. Our bodies, the reason why we don't crave anything anymore is because our bodies are getting complete nutrients. You cannot eat enough food in a day to give your body complete nutrients. It's like physically impossible unless you just want to sit at a salad buffet all day and go back and forth. And so having a supplement, a nutrition supplement, is the only way that you can get those essential vitamins and nutrients in your body. And Isagenix has their own mix, and it has so many nutrients, and the ingredients are on the back, and you can come and take a look. But the other thing about the shake is that we use unnatured whey protein. And for those of you who are in the fitness world, you know that whey protein is the best kind of protein you can have. But whey protein, unnatured whey protein, means that it's never gone through that refining process, so that it has all the branched chain amino acids still intact, and it has all the nutrients that were in the protein to begin with still intact. And usually that's cleaned out after.
I want to add to that I talked to a nutritionist about this.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you this part. And she told me that, because I just wanted her take on this, and she was telling me how clean this product is.
Yeah.
She doesn't have anything to do with this.
It's not selling.
Right. And she was telling me about some other things that I could get my protein in. They don't have the additional things that this has for your body.
Yeah.
So this has, like she was saying, how clean it is and how wonderful it is.
Yeah.
So.
No, this is like the cream of the crop in terms of protein and nutrients. Like, and I could go on and on, and you can do your own research like Suzanne said, but essentially the guy who made this was a master formulator for GNC and other products, and he made this product to heal himself from a brown recluse bite, just like in a nutshell really quickly. So that's why it's so packed with nutrients. So you have your shakes, and then you have your Ionics. This is a daily supplement. Again, this is actually why Amber's stress is gone right here. This has adaptogens in it, which causes your body to adapt to certain stress and things that come into your life. And we take this daily. And then we have the Replenish, which is a sports drink. It has electrolytes as well as B vitamins. And so if you do work out or you do need something to replace like a soda addiction or whatever, this is an excellent product as well. Then for your shake days, oh, and I actually take this every day too. This is IsoFlush. This is the magnesium supplement that we use. And if you don't know, magnesium is essential to your health, and you should all be taking it every day. So this is an important supplement as well. For a cleanse day, you don't eat food, but you can do a daily cleanse, you can do a one-day cleanse, you can do a two-day cleanse, and we could explain to you later what's best for you. But you take your cleanse drink, your cleanse-filled drink, just mix it with some water. And you use your isogenic snacks. These are protein wafers to help keep your blood sugar level all day, since you're not actually eating food. And you take a natural accelerator. And again, just the cleanliness of these products, no artificial ingredients, no stimulants. It's all incredibly good for you, the ingredients there. And then the other thing we do to keep our blood sugar level is the IsoDelights. And these you would take 4 a day during your cleanse day, and it maintains your blood sugar level.
And that's a drink?
This is a chocolate, piece of chocolate. And we have some over there on the furniture. So yeah, so you don't feel totally deprived by your cleanse day. And then of course our vitamins, which are formulated for both men and women, so you get whichever one's specific to you. And it has a complete, a complete serving of all your vitamins for the day as well. So also product B does telomere support, and if you don't know what that is, Google it, but it basically, as we get older, our telomeres, which are like the chains in our body, get shorter, and that's what causes the aging process, and the telomere support actually helps you lengthen those back out, so it's an excellent product to have. So we can answer more questions after on that. Amber is going to show you how you can get your groceries paid for.
Okay, so the compensation plan is amazing. I think I already told you that. But I'm going to show you why, kind of how it works. I'm just going to show you the very beginning of it. Just the very start of where you can start making money and where you can be successful. Just start yourself off with a good base start. So this is you. And it's called, actually this is called U plus 2. And then, okay, let me put this here. Then plus 2. Okay, so this is the genius plan that they have that makes it very doable and easy to make income by doing this. So let's say this is your tree and you sign on to people. And then let's say you did this in your first week. So you sign on these 2 people, and for me, I did it in my first week. It was really easy because my husband and I both signed up. I signed up, he was under me, and then I signed another person up here. Now if you do that in your first week, then the company gives you first of all, you get $80 for each of these people. $80 each for signing them on. And the company gives you $160 as a bonus because you did it your first week. So that's kind of cool. They give incentives for that first week. I'll make a tally up here. So then we're at 160 plus another 160 because it's 80 per person. And then after that, you have, I believe it's 30 days to get to the next, actually, no, you get a promotion. Those 2 people give you a promotion as well. So it's called a Superstar promotion, and that's $50 to be promoted. So this is all just in your first week. And then off of that, if these 2 people that you've signed up sign on 2 more people each, they give you more time. I think it's 30 days. Is that right, Lindsay? 30 days for the second set? I'll ask her later. I think it's 30 days though for the to get the extra
You're talking
stuff.
about signing on as a customer?
As a customer,
Right.
as an associate, ordering an auto ship.
Oh,
So
right.
they're considered an associate. Okay, so when you do this, in 1 month, the company gives you a $250 bonus. So it's $250 for doing this, but aside from that, when you sign on, or when someone under you signs on 2 people, you automatically get $100. So this is a bonus for doing it in your first month. That's just a bonus. So you don't have to do it that way, but it gives you an incentive. So you get $100 here and $100 here. So where are we at now? So let me add this up. So we're at $370, and then we get $100 for each of these. And then doing it in that first month, let's say you get that $250 bonus in the first month. So where are we at? So 820. Okay, so that's in 30 days, and that's just by signing 2 people on and then having them do the work basically to get their 2 people on, and you can make $820 in the first 30 days, which is kind of nice. And it goes on from there. There are different levels that you can attain and different bonuses you can get later on, but I just wanted to simplify it and show you just the beginning. You plus 2 and them plus 2 is always good to have in your head if you want to do the business side of this. And it was so easy for me because, like I said, I just talked to my friends and family, and I posted on the Free to Me page, and I have people texting me, calling me, asking me, okay, what are you talking about? I need to get healthy. And it was that easy to get them going on the program, and they have seen so many results. I have a friend that's a cancer survivor, and she just needed to lose some weight, and she's been trying for years and years, and her husband as well has had a really hard time. They are doing amazing with this program, and it's awesome to see them get healthy. So they want to do this too, and they're just getting started, but it's fun to see them growing in both ways.
How much is it if it's not within 30 days?
If it's not within the 30 days, then
You just don't get the
you're not going to
bonuses?
get your bonuses.
Okay.
But they'll still compensate you when you get those people on. So you'll still get the $100.
So every month,
From what I
if
understand.
it just keeps growing, you still get that base amount.
You still will get that when people.
So like in 6
too.
months from now, if it keeps going down, you're still getting
You
that
keep
80
getting-
or whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
As far as I understand, I wish Lindsay was listening so I could ask her for sure, but
Okay.
as far as I understand, because that's how it works for me, just as I've been going.
Okay.
And then on top of it, we can explain other things as you start learning about cycling and other things where you get more money added to it. There's more than just this, but I don't want to complicate it, so you don't have too much going on in your head with it, because there's a lot more to it to earn money.